Hey guys, and welcome back to another video of Impossible Mowers. In today's video, we're going to get the Husqvarna and Poulon a little more dialed in for yet another snowstorm that's going to hit us. Stay tuned. Like I said, guys, we're going to be working on the Husqvarna and Poulon just to kind of dial them in a little more so that we can be a little more ready for this snowstorm. We have around 8 to 9 inches coming to us. That's what they said last week, and we got nothing. Little to nothing. I think we got like 2 inches. So I'm just over preparing here, but these are some of the things that these mowers have been needing, but I've been neglecting it because there's just been so much going on. Our boys Hypa have come in clutch, and they have sent us a new solenoid for the Husqvarna because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we've been having to hit the side of the cowl here of the dashboard multiple times to get this solenoid to go. Sometimes the solenoid doesn't work at all. I'll turn the ignition on and it just won't go. Some of you guys might be thinking, is it connection? It's not. I've done the once over on it. You know the solenoid's bad when it just doesn't do anything. It doesn't even go brrr, and you have to use a piece of metal to cross the bridge. This solenoid, no idea how old it is. I have no idea if it's even original or not. I just know that it looks like it's been through some hell. And I remember we had the same problem when I got this rig, but I was able to fix it through a little bit of wire brushing. But unfortunately, the wire brushing trick didn't do it this time. So I just got a new solenoid, and I mean, it's one less thing I have to worry about. One thing you do, guys, you do want to keep in mind is sometimes your positive battery connection or your negative ground connection, if those are loose, it will cause it to do what I just told you. But in this case, I know it's getting old, and I mean, I just want to make sure it's changed out before the snowstorm, because the last thing I want to have to do is have to make a big production number out of something so small. So like I said, Hypa sent us out a brand new solenoid for this rig. Big appreciate on them. Really cool stuff. Please check them out, guys. I'll leave a link in the description below. But Hypa, they've not let me down at all. I mean, you guys see, we've done the carburetor swap on the Cub Cadet, we've done the carburetor swap on the Poulon, we've done the air filter swap on both. Pretty much all these rigs have seen carburetors from Hypa. I used to have to keep, except for this one, I used to have to keep buying carburetors from eBay and Amazon, and they wouldn't work as long as they would say, and it'd just be carburetor after carburetor after carburetor. But it's been so long since I've made a carburetor video. I mean, I think the last time I made one was with the Cub Cadet doing a Hypa swap, and it's just been a dream. But it's just really cool stuff, good quality stuff. Please check them out, guys. Show them some love. They're helping us out big time out here. The second thing I do want to let you guys know that we're also going to be changing on these mowers are the plastic fuel switches. We had -10, -9, whatever the hell it was. I can't remember. The last couple videos, I think it was the plowing video actually, so the last video, and it was just so cold that when I went to go swap the fuel on and off switch to switch it from off to on the Poulon, it literally broke and it was stuck on. Luckily I haven't had a flooding issue with it, but I do want to fix that because every now and then it periodically drips from where it broke, and I'll show you it broke because Hypa also gave us a brand new set here of fuel switches. It broke right at the top here. I literally went to go turn it on, and the top here is still on, but it's like broken. There's a chip on one of these ends, and it just doesn't work. It doesn't switch anymore. It's stuck on, but I figured why not just at least replace it. It's one less thing to worry about. So yeah, that's today's video. Enough talk, let's dig right in. And I do want to say one more thing. I know I just said enough talk, but I've been getting a lot of comments on why we haven't seen the Cub Cadet. There's been a lot of intake problems with this. The plastic intake that is being held with the carburetor has broken from the cold. I have a new one coming, and Hypa also sent me out a new carburetor for that. It has not come in yet, so I'm really biting at the bit to get that mower going, because that usually is the one we salt with, but for now we'll use the Husqvarna. And then the second thing is, if it wasn't for all this freaking weather we're getting, I would have done a snow mow video today instead of snow mow video, Jesus, a snow mow video instead of a parts video. But with all the snow coming in and all the ice sheeted on the ground here, it is really hard to do anything. It's hard just to move these mowers. So but stay tuned for that. We will be doing a snow mow video with the pool on. Stay tuned for that. You don't want to miss out. I'll be posting a short before I post the video, so you guys can at least get an idea of when it's going to be coming out. Now, without further ado, let's not talk anymore and let's get this solenoid replaced. Alrighty, so I'm actually going to see if this actually works. Let's see here. Let's see. Nothing. See that? Just nothing. There we go. You see that though? Just like it doesn't do anything until, there we go, now it's working, until I smack it. And everything's tight. Nothing's loose. I mean, I'm just gonna replace this. Probably throw it out. It's looking pretty old, pretty worn down. So we're gonna set up our tripod here, get this puppy replaced. I have no idea what size socket we're dealing with here. Usually they're the same on all these mowers. Don't quote me on that though, because I only work with the 90s mowers and some of the 60s and 70s stuff. So let's see, that's feeling like that's a 7/16. Yeah, no, there's one thing you want to not fool around with in this cold weather, is having to tow your mower home or leave it behind because it won't start. That's just something you don't want to have happen. And I don't know, to be honest with you guys, I don't know if there's a place where you can get these sent out to be rebuilt. I really don't know. There probably is, but I'm not the kind of guy to take chances. So the solenoid actually almost left me stranded once because I didn't have something to cross the bridge with it. So I was just smacking it hellaciously, just praying that it would get her going, and thank goodness it did. But if it didn't, would have been walking home. Alright, so that's bolt number 1. Now we got bolt number 2. Cool beans, keep them safe. Usually these come with washers on them. I'm not seeing any washers. Okay, come on, here we go. Okay, these are usually pretty simple and easy to replace, which is why I like them. Okay, what are we dealing with here? This might be a 10mm. I'm surprised I still have one. Oh yeah, 10mm. We're going to use extension with a adapter from 3/8 to 1/4 inch. What is this? I don't know. Okay, come on. Alrighty. Yep. See, it's wanting to cross the bridge already. You want to make sure that that wrench stays clear from that positive. Alrighty. I get some questions sometimes from people, whether it's online or actually in person, of what this little spike here does. It's, I'm gonna call it a spike or whatever. And pretty much what this underbelly is this is a ground, and you have one spot for a ground here, and then this is also another spot for a ground, but it also serves as a little hook to keep that solenoid from bouncing around. And there we have it. That thing looks cooked. Seen better days. All right, Got a nice new one right here. Exact same, although I'm noticing here that the hook here is actually a little more steeper. There we go. All right, put the bolt back in. Really appreciate Hypa coming in clutch like that, because I usually look at the weather before I decide my videos, just so I can decide when to post, how to post, and kind of place my timing around that. And when I saw the snowstorm coming a week in advance, I'm like, yeah, I'm not taking any chances. Let's get these mowers squared away. The Husqvarna has just been a reliable unit, so it deserves it. One wire there, one wire there. One wire is for accessories, and I'm sorry, the ignition, and then the other one, this white one here, usually that is for your safety switches, such as your seat switch, clutch switch, etc., or your PTO, like this guy up here. You can actually see the white wires running down. Okay, see how there's washers coming down here? Lock nut washers. Usually what that means, if you don't see them on, is someone has tampered with it, someone has taken it out, but not all the time. Sometimes these don't come with them. But it was very nice of Hypa to include bolts too. Not a lot of people include the bolts with the solenoid. Okay, number one. Okay. Right there. Number two. Oh shit, excuse my language there. Forgot to put the wire in. Whew. Wake up and smell the coffee. All right. I really do try to press people on making sure that you have these rubber boots actually on, or if you don't have one, maybe whip up something of your own. Because one thing that's really common with these mowers is the hood is so close to the solenoid right here, all it takes is a little jolt for it to cross connect, and before you know it, you're having a very hot wiring harness. So just a little tip. Of course, every mower is different. Husqvarna's mower is way different than an LT1000 and so on. Okay, so tighten these down. Do not tighten these down with an impact, guys. Oh my goodness. Go hand tight. See, it's just starting to get tight. I'm gonna go half turn. Loose, loose, loose. Right there, it's getting tight. I'm gonna go one turn, half turn, right there. And now that is solid. Let me check my connections here. Positive solid. Negative solid. Cool. Well, there you go. There's the solenoid. Let me put those boots on a little better and we'll give it a crank and see if she fires. Alrighty guys, all finished up. Out with the old and in with the new. See what she's got here. Choke on. This is quite a cold start. I have not started this thing yet. Let's see what we have. There we have it, guys. You can see it's pretty cold there. It keeps stumbling on itself. She usually needs choke quite a lot when she's idling, and then when she warms up, she runs like a dream. So that's awesome. Thank you, Hyper, for the solenoid. Now we're going to work on the fuel on and off switch to the pool on. Let's go. There was nothing, and then now it's like it's all coming at us in one big shot. So that's that. And yeah, so if you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please check out Hypa. They really did help us out here, and they are continuing to help us out. They're awesome. Links below. You guys know what to do. Click on them if you yourself have any mowers or engines that you need a little bit of TLC on. Without further ado, guys, also don't forget to check out the link, Instagram and Patreon. Remember, guys, Patreon is free, and it's also going to be where I put some of the videos and content that you're going to see before the YouTube channel. So if you want to check out videos before they come on YouTube, go to the Patreon, link below. And that's it. So without further ado, guys, this is Impossible Mowers out.